आराम से आराम से
आराम से
थोड़ा थोड़ा मैं तुम्हारा हूँ तुम्हारे ही रहूँगा
Oh wow!
ये बाबरा का स्टार है what the hell does that mean
He is one of the fastest bowlers the world of cricket has ever seen, and to be honest, he is my personal favorite. Because despite playing against India for so many matches, he continues to say that his favorite cricketer in the world is Sachin Tendulkar. I am in Qatar to enjoy the Legends League, and on this episode of The Legends, I am meeting Brett Lee. It's always so wonderful to have you on the show. Welcome back to Curly
thank
Tails.
you nice to see you curly tails
I've been hearing you speak a lot of Hindi.
थोड़ा थोड़ा
थोड़ा थोड़ा तो can we have the rest of the interview in Hindi?
ठीक है
ठीक है आपको खाने में क्या पसंद है?
of course no idea what she said but it sounded good
No, I said, what do you like to eat? Your favorite food?
butter chicken although at the hotel there's
Yeah.
a wonderful Japanese downstairs so
Yeah.
it's been nice
Yeah, and how's it going in Qatar? Being
Yeah.
back on the field, playing cricket. Have you missed this?
Look, I have.
Yeah.
It's. I guess we're so fortunate. Me at the age of a tender, 46 years young.
Yeah.
To have the opportunity to play with and against some legends of the game and also friends. I noticed before you had Budgie on and the chance to play against him again. That we had the franchise-based one end of last year where he was my captain. So to
Yeah.
play under him was fantastic.
Oh.
But yeah, and to tour Qatar, which is a beautiful country. It's a great spot, lovely people. Life's good. Life's good.
How is it different during Legends League? Is the aggression still there, or is there more friendship? Because I just saw you and Bhaji having a good jamming session over Bollywood songs. So how is it this time around?
Oh, look, I think it's slightly more relaxed than it was when you were playing for your country.
Yeah.
But this is what you like too because it's fun and it's very enjoyable.
Yeah.
No one's expecting you to run in a bowl 160 k's. No one's expecting you to hit balls out of the ground every single shot.
Yeah.
But what I can say, it's still super competitive. It's still, the controlled aggression's there. You obviously want to win for your chosen team.
We know your love for Indian food. So back home in Australia, do you eat Indian food often?
Yeah, look, I do. It's because there's so much diverse sort of cuisine back in Sydney. India always gets a run for sure. I love Indian food and. My family love it. My wife enjoys it. So, but I'm pretty basic when it comes to I love my butter chicken, tora spice. So, it's different in Australia. It's cooked differently. I have to admit that a butter chicken in India tastes better.
How about Doha? Have you had the time to go out, explore the city? And do you usually do that? Because I'm sure you've traveled extensively through your cricketing career. Do you often, on your rest days, do you actually rest or go out and explore the city too?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's purely trying to get over the soreness of that following day that you had, because normally it takes two days for the soreness to kick in. But that said, we've been out to Aspire Academy. I caught up with a good mate of mine, Tim Cahill, the former soccer player for Australia.
Yeah.
He's based here in Qatar, so I caught up with him. We've been going to different places. Went to a beach club the other day just to relax. We had a few days off. That was nice. I did some shopping this morning for the kids.
Yeah.
Get out, get some vitamin D, and it's fun.
I want to go back in time and ask you, did you always want to be a cricketer as a child?
I knew when I was 9. Yeah. Age of 9, Mum and Dad asked me and I said that I wanted to play for Australia and bowl 160 Ks. So I guess whatever I did in my life from that point onwards was destined to become a cricketer. So the way I train, my thought process, the way, because you have to train your brain.
Yeah.
You've got to commit to it fully. I think even back to 16, 17, 18, when all my friends were going to parties, and I was at home because I had to get a good night's sleep. The next day I travelled 2 hours because I was born more of a country area. Travelled 2 hours into Sydney to play cricket. But that's the commitment and the sacrifice you have to make.
So you always knew, and in your mind, you were training yourself to be a cricketer. Do you think it has a lot to do with manifestation as well?
100%. visualization. As a cricketer, you know, you might have that vision to become a cricketer. People can get there through skill-based,
Yeah.
but skill only get you a certain, you know, point. Then that mental strength takes over. So for me as a bowler, it was always about fighting against my own body. You know, injuries, soreness, every day playing with pain. But that's what you have to do if you want to try to become the best of my own ability.
Did you ever do any other jobs other than becoming a cricketer?
Yeah, I've always worked full time. So I've been in fashion. Not that you'd know it today. I've just come straight. Keep it up here, please. Come straight from, did some gym stuff, and I'm off to the physio after this, and it's pretty relaxed around the hotel. But
You're making me look very overdressed.
you look lovely. So I'm just gonna make this gentleman here behind the camera make sure he crops nicely, please. Look, I've always been involved in menswear since I was 17, but it's not necessarily talking always about the fabrics. It's the commitment you make to a different dream.
Yeah.
You know, you learn about how a business is run. You learn about invoices. You learn about stock. You learn about dealing with customers. So for me, that's given me some really good business skills, you know, post cricket, and hence the reason why I'm in a number of different businesses that I'm looking after now.
Do you remember your first paycheck and what you did with it?
It's very embarrassing to admit this. There was a brand in Australia, and it's all across the world. I won't have to give the plug to the brand because I'm not with them. But let's say it was for an oil brand, okay? And this particular oil you put in your car, it makes the car run smoothly. And all they wanted me to do when I was 17 was carry this oil can across the side of the camera, in shot for 2 seconds, walk past. So I was like an extra.
Oh,
So
not
nothing
even
to
like
do
the
with
lead.
cricket. No.
Oh, okay.
And that was my first paid job. I thought, this is pretty cool. Didn't pay much, but hey, I got a little 2-second snippet in some commercial, but it was fun.
Which has been your most memorable match till date?
It's pretty hard to go past my first test match.
Okay.
Boxing Day, I'm just turned 23, 100,000 people at the Melbourne Cricket Ground against India. I mean, pretty special moment. It seems like yesterday.
Yeah.
But that was 1999, so what's that, 24 years ago?
Wow.
Long time.
And which team do you like playing against?
Well, the Ashes is always fun, but I think now Australia versus India is always, it's probably, well, the Ashes will always be very special because of the history.
Yeah.
But I think the rivalry now between Australia and India is really becoming intense. You know, the recent Test series was outstanding. The wickets that are being produced are fun. You know, they're challenging for our batsmen.
Yeah.
But like we know that when you go to a different country, then you have to learn how to play on those different wickets that suit the local team. So yeah, India versus Australia is always fun.
I'm going to play a fun game with you, which is called Who's Who. Okay, I'm going to name an animal, and you've got to tell me who represents that animal in the world of cricket. The first one,
No world
shark.
of cricket. Shark.
Yeah.
Probably Shane Warne.
Wolf.
Look, I think the wolf would be like an MS Dhoni, because think about the wolf. He's sitting behind the stumps. He is, rallying up his troops, and a bit like a wolf pack. He gets all the wolf pack to work together.
Absolutely.
So maybe MSD.
Elephant.
Sachin Tendulkar, because he's a legend of the game.
Yeah.
Very, can be aggressive on the field with the way he bats, but an absolute gentleman off it. A gentleman,
Okay, and finally a tiger.
Maybe someone like a Rohit Sharma when he goes at the bat. You know, he's a bit of a tiger because he takes on the short ball.
Yeah.
He's not scared of the short ball. He's probably one of the best players or best component of, the cross bat shot in world cricket. Off the field, once again, as most guys are though, off the field, he's a gentleman. He's quite relaxed. Don't mess with the tiger though.
Yeah. Okay, tell me, how is it in the dressing room, or even when you guys are not playing and competing against each other? Are you friends with the other team players? Do you guys have like a chill time together?
Yeah, well, like that's a great benefit of playing in these Legend League tournament. You know, I'm sitting alongside Chris Gale, Jark Callis, who in my opinion You know, I think I've always said Sachin Tendulkar is the best batsman in the world, but I reckon Jacques Kallis is the best cricketer because he offers everything. 3-facet player, batting, bowling, fielding. To play alongside him again is amazing. You know, Shane Watson is a dear friend of mine, my best mate probably in cricket. Hashim Amla, you know, like all these legends of the game, and here we are sharing a dressing room.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun, very, very exciting.
Did you guys talk about back in the days when sledging would happen and a lot of aggression on the field? Do you laugh about it now?
We never sledged. Gamesmanship. It's gamesmanship. It's all part of the game. Look, I've got no issue with sledging. The only rules that I've got, which I always tell up-and-coming cricketers, and I guess it's what your parents should teach you growing up. Don't racially vilify anyone, and don't swear because the kids are watching on TV.
Yeah.
Those two things are unacceptable. And more so the second part, sometimes frustration gets the better and they say the odd bad word on the field in terms of a swearing term, but definitely not the first one. But other than that, you just try to put, you know, the person off their game.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's about. It's about trying to get the batsman to feel uncomfortable and, you know, try and get his wicket.
Before we let you go, we want to hear you say Hindi. So I'm going to read out some iconic Bollywood dialogues.
Right.
And you have to say, repeat it. Okay? Works?
I'll try.
Okay, can you say, ये बाबूराव का style है?
ये बाबूराव style है. What the hell does that mean? I see everyone laughing behind the cameras here.
कुत्ते कमीने मैं तेरा खून पी जाऊंगा.
Pardon? आराम से.
आराम से.
Tora. Okay, a little bit.
Okay. Say Mugambo खुश हुआ.
Mugambo खुश हुआ.
That's a good one. बड़े-बड़े देशों में छोटी-छोटी बातें होती रहती है.
बड़ी देश में छोटी something.
बातें होती रहती है.
बातें I don't know.
How is working in a Bollywood
This is
film?
hard. It was good. You know, it was an Australian film with Bollywood flavour.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Bollywood's massive. I love it. I think it's exciting. I thought the one you might have told me was Kiran.
Oh yeah.
Or the great Shah Rukh Khan. So that's a very,
who do you like
it's a
from
very
the world?
famous line.
Who do you like?
Oh,
from
look,
the world of
I
Bollywood?
think when you talk about, like, I was very lucky. He played under, when I was up at Kings 11 or Punjab Kings now under Priti Zinta, who she's a dear friend of mine, and Shah Rukh Khan, obviously for KKR. So two of the world's, you know, biggest Bollywood actors.
Yeah.
And then you throw in Amitabh Bachchan, who I've had the chance and the pleasure to meet on a number of occasions. Just a legend of the industry. So Bollywood's good. It's fun. It's meant to be fun. I think sometimes, you know, people have got to understand too that they shouldn't take it too seriously either because it's acting and it's fun.
Yeah.
But Indians are, or I guess everyone like around the world is obsessed with Bollywood.
Can we have you sing as well? I saw you were singing some Bollywood song there.
Sore throat. मैं तुम्हारा हूँ तुम्हारे ही रहूँगा. There you go.
Oh wow!
I won't be singing, but yeah, there we go.
Okay, thank you very much.
Nice to see you again.
Wonderful talking to you.
Likewise.
And look forward to seeing you play more often.
Sounds good.